morning.
Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Hector. In case you guys didn't know, since my video on Friday, I've been a little bit out of commission. Had some challenges. Basically it was food poisoning. So not the most fantastic of experiences, but I know that there's a whole lot of people that are also going through some really rough times. There's a group called Unidos en Cristo that our church oversees, which is a special ministry for non-married adults. It's independent of what church they belong to. We reach out to anybody in the local community, providing restoration, purpose, and just fellowship. And one of the members in that group, she lost her mom this week, and so our prayers are with her, and also within our church. Not only that, but within our church, we had a dear member of our church who went to be with the Lord this week, and he that affects all his family members, which also go to our church, and so our prayers are with Giselle's mom and with her family, and our prayers are with the Koba family as well. And sometimes we wonder why God allows things, and there's a Bible verse that says that certain signs will follow believers of Christ, and among those signs, they should be able to tread on serpents and scorpions, and not even poisonous things will affect them. So why do things sometimes happen? Well, many different reasons, but sometimes we gotta understand that if God allows something, there's got to be a purpose for it. There's a Bible verse in Romans 8:28. It's a promise from God that says that He is able to make all things work for those that are called according to His plan. And so sometimes when you find yourself in a difficult situation, don't just look at the problem. Look for the blessings. Because in every adversity, there are seeds of blessings. My son this morning, Hector, was telling me that he was looking at listening to an elevation worship preaching, and it was called "There's a Hole in Your Story," and it's the same thing. Somebody was talking about how difficult their life was, and then people started calling him on and says, "It sounds like a lot of people stepped up to bless you during your time of need." And sometimes that's what we miss. We get so focused on the things not happening the way that we expect them that we don't see God working in the midst of our struggle. And so in these days, I know that God had, I could sit and just look at the fact that, okay, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't get out of bed Saturday, Sunday. I was, curled up in pain. I couldn't work yesterday. But I can look at all the things that God did. I can look at how in the midst of all this, I can see that God allowed my boy's mom to spend some time with a little baby that she hadn't been able to spend time with because I couldn't be there. Answered prayer because I wanted her to. In the time that I was like this, my father stepped up and spent time with me. A lot of time with me. Worried about me. There's nothing greater than a father to spend time with his children, And so I saw that as a fantastic blessing. And then yesterday, just got to spend some time with my brother, because we, and a lot of things actually fell into place during this time. So I see it as this was a process. And as a matter of fact, one of the books that I'm currently reading, which is called Purpose by Apostle Maldonado, talks about how God sometimes has to process us. Everything is instantaneous in the spirit realm, but in the physical world, there's a process to it. And there's another book that's out by the T.D. Jakes, and the same thing is, it's called Crushed. And it's along those same lines. It's that there's sometimes things that we see are negative are actually for our good. So whatever you're going through right now, just realize that God still loves you. You may be in a lot of pain. I got a lot of friends in a lot of pain, but there's still a God, and it doesn't mean that He can't take that what seems like a crucifixion and eventually turn it into a resurrection. And my friends that are in that in the Koba family that lost their dad, I can tell you one thing right off the bat: I've never seen you all so close in so many years. So whether you realize it or not, there's blessings. Well, anyway, please help me get this message out. Click like, subscribe, share, post it on your page. It really helps me. And this way we can all partner together to help people that are hurting and struggling, and share a little word of inspiration from God's word, okay? God bless you, one and all.